Joe Biden just announced that he's going to be funding a new vaccine. He wants everyone to get this vaccine. And we're hearing about a lot of complaints from vaccine injured. To say a lot, it's like an understatement, numerous. The pharmaceutical companies have refused to release their data on vaccine side effects, but we've seen cases of myocarditis, blood clots, heart attacks. They're all increasing. The research has never been released. So will you demand that the vaccine companies, that the pharmaceutical companies release their vaccine data to the public so that we can see what they're actually seeing about the side effects of this vaccine?
Well, they should do that. We're all in this together, and they should be doing that. And frankly, anything new, and I hadn't heard what he said yet, but anything new's got to be looked at very carefully. But they should be doing that. If they have facts, I mean, the facts are public. They should be made public immediately. People should understand that, and they should know what research is showing and what fact finding is. This is now after the case. Don't forget, when we started, nobody ever had any idea. Even the word pandemic, it was 100 years ago, 1917. That was the last time, and it was a horrible thing. 100 million people perhaps died, but. Nobody thought that could happen again. It seemed like an ancient kind of a thing. The plague. They talked about the plague. But we had our own plague. It was called COVID. It was called the China virus. And frankly, it was what it did to the world. What that Wuhan lab and what came out of there, because it came out of the Wuhan lab. And what that did to the world was unbelievable. 60 trillion in damages. So many dead people, millions and millions of people all over the world. What happened there was just incredible, horrible.
Yeah, so President Biden just a couple of days ago, he said he is going to release a new vaccine that works. Those are his exact words, that works. I don't know if that's to indicate that he thinks the last vaccine didn't work, but the pharmaceutical companies have been protected by the PrEP Act, and that protects them until, I think it's December 24th when that sunsets. So once that sunsets, and then they can be held liable for any type of vaccine injuries. Will you tell these companies that they must be honest about what has happened with this vaccine? And do you believe that we should be starting a new vaccine at this point?
They have to be honest with the numbers, the facts, and they have an obligation to be honest. And if they are going to hold back, that means they're holding back something that's not good. So it's good for them to be honest, and people are going to understand it too.
That's exactly what we.
They have to be honest and they have to, any information, they have to release it.
And that is not what we're hearing from this current administration. And Mr. President, I'm telling you, there are people out there that are desperate to have you stand for them in that case.
Well, we'll stand for them in many ways.